What's up, YouTube? I am going to give you a bit of an update on life, general, all that kind of good stuff. That's a spider. We've missed 2 or 3 Wednesdays in a row now for videos. I have content, I don't have time to edit right now. Just for those of you who don't know, my wife and we now have an 8-month-old baby, so that's pretty much eating my nights and weekends. Thankfully, I love that. But 2, we are so slammed right now. This is being recorded second week in February. I think it's the 16th. No, today's the 15th. 15th of February. We are booked solid through April with like almost next to no gaps. And I believe it is the most I've ever been booked out to date. I know I've been booked out like a couple months before, but this is as heavy a workload as we've had. And it's all smokers, flatbeds, and a gate, a property entrance, and a job for the state. That's pretty much, there's a few other little things in there, but that's pretty much what's going on. So behind me is the first one of my new style vertical smokers. So they're still 24 inch by 24 inch, but I've changed things since the last one. So all the last ones I sold, everybody was asking, can we get an ash pan? So I put an ash pan in here. The next thing is, this used to be number 9 3/4 expanded metal, and you would lose some of your hot coals through that expanded metal. So I sized it down. This is 1/2 inch by number 13 expanded metal, and it's, you know, it's everywhere. So your coals should stay closer together in there. Again, we have an ash pan. Same thing, when you want to remove it, you can just sweep out the ash into a tote or the ground, wherever you want to think. Same mechanism, same 3 opening, but I just kind of lowered them so it's a little more, in my opinion, subtle. And of course, the bottom door changed. Same kind of handle. It is wider though. Let me kind of pan out. It is wider, and obviously it's instead of the top of the dome being on the top, it's on the bottom to allow for that ash pan. So smoke chambers, pretty much the same. I didn't really change anything. These are what they come stock with. I do have an option to upgrade them to Telshoes. Smoke chamber, pretty much the same. It's the same placement, same size racks, all that kind of good stuff. So nothing's really changed there. Bear with me a second. Except up here, this used to be, I think I did 8 inch, 4 inch, an 8 inch tall, 4 inch stack. We moved it. I thought it looked dumb. I thought it looked silly. It heat transferred really well, but I thought it looked dumb and silly. So this is I thought it was like too stubby. And then when I put a longer one on there, it's like it's too small. So this is a 6 inch pipe, and it's a foot tall. And I think it really gives it much, much better character. Yeah. These, if you're interested in buying one, send me a message. They come, I generally will tell you I will wipe them down with oil, but I don't paint them. Big reason I don't paint them is I don't like painting smokers, because then it's really hard to not get overspray into the chamber, and then on your first couple of cooks, you have that paint on the inside that's burning off and it's getting in your meat. The other thing is, I have never found a high temp paint that actually stands the test of time. I feel like you have to paint them once every year, and then of course you're painting them, you're taking everything off, you're painting them, and then of course you're reintroducing all that paint into the inside of it. I like to wipe them down with oil. All of my smokers, I actually just wipe the outside of them down with cooking oil. It's the same cooking oil I use on the inside of the smoke box when I season it. Vegetable oil, really any kind of oil that you prefer. And I just wipe the outside too, and I just do it, not every cook. It depends on how often I use it, but probably once every 6 months. I literally just grab a squirt bottle, dust it down, and just give it a quick wipe. It probably takes 10 minutes, and I'm doing it when I'm cooking anyways, so I'm not wasting fuel. Everything's getting nice and hot. Yeah. So this one is going out to Wisconsin, and he wanted it just left raw. Oh, another thing we added, and this is really nothing. Guys who would like take these competitions, they were like, there's really no good place to run a strap, maybe around the top, and it was totally this customer's idea. He's like, let's just put some loops or D-rings on either side, and then when I load it on my trailer to go to a competition, I can just hook it down on either side. And originally I was thinking I'd go lower with it, but I have an overhead gantry now, and that's how I load them. So that's kind of a nice feature. Yeah, so this is just kind of it, and that's just kind of the update about kind of what we've been doing. My plan was to, this winter, build a new flatbed for the welding truck, build a new actual welding bed for the welding truck, and I was going to finish drywall all of this in here, and there's no time. There's no time in the schedule because smokers and like the property gate I will do here and install it, and the smokers and the flatbeds, I have to be in here every day of the week, so I can't really shut it down and just take time to drywall everything. So yeah, so like this cabinet, I was waiting until everything was finished in here, but I just was like, you know what, if it doesn't get time, maybe I might do it this summer. Might do it this summer when, I'm doing more mobile work, but definitely for the winter months, I push for shop work. So I just kind of have just like all the flammables, the paints, the blasters, and then this is like electrical and my rags. This is all stock. So like, what do I got here? Yeah, so let me see if I can pull one of these out here. Yeah, you can kind of see those are all my T-handle latches for my service beds that I have to build, and my D-rings, my smoker latches, my smoker handles, and then just like some extra PPE I have. All my cordless DeWalt tools, and then the big Evolution circular saw and the other kind of corded tools that I have. Yeah, and then I also built a rolling cart. So when I do flatbeds, I can, if I have the truck here, I can put it on the frame and kind of tack it all together, and then I can lift it up, pull the truck out from under it, and then back up, put a cart underneath it, and pull the new flatbed in, and then I can work on it in here. But yeah, and I even got a heater. It was given to me by my wife's grandpa. He bought it new and for whatever reason never used it in his garage, so it's sitting here. That's gonna go up. I have everything now, I just don't have the time. But that's always kind of, at least in my experience, how it works out is when you have the time to do stuff, your own projects, suddenly maybe you don't have the money. It's kind of been our case because we've been working on kind of paying our personal stuff off. But yeah, so you kind of have the time, but you don't have the money, and then you have the money, but you don't have the time. And it's kind of where we're at right now. But I was talking with one of my friends. He owns a shop up north, and he shuts down for, he either does a week or 2 weeks. and it's right at Christmas. And I kind of think that, it's kind of where things are slow anyways. He'll still answer calls, but the shop's shut down. He doesn't do any work. And I kind of think that I'm going to do that this year, is at Christmas time, shut down for a week. And I might even in like June, maybe around, because our kid's birthday and my wife and I's anniversary, it's like 2 weeks apart. So I might kind of take like either a week or a long weekend in between there, and I can kind of just get stuff done and hang out, be a dad, and be a husband. So it's kind of what I was thinking. But yeah, so projects coming up. I have 2 more of these are sold already. I don't have any horizontals to build or sell. Potentially I do. I have to call them and work out details and see. But one of these, if you wanted to buy one of these, they are $17.50 with everything. And this one, like I said, it's going to Wisconsin. I'm delivering it. I offer delivery. It's a percentage. It's a, dollar amount a mile there and back. Unless you buy, I told one guy, unless you spend X amount of money, like for Wisconsin, if he bought 3 of them, I'd probably deliver it for free. But basically what we're doing is my wife and I haven't been anywhere in a long, long time. Pretty much since I started the business, outside of like weddings and maybe a few little family trips. But we're going to load this up tonight and take it to him tomorrow. And then we're just going to kind of spend the weekend in Wisconsin, just kind of hanging out and just get out of the house. And then I have another one. The next one is going to West Virginia. They're going to come pick it up. They're going to take a fishing trip. And then the last one I have sold is going on the other side of the state. So if you want one, they're $17.50. And if you ordered it today, and that will probably change if you get around to ordering it, but if you ordered it today, you would probably have it sometime in April or May. So if that's something you want to do, I would do it. I wouldn't wait. That's what I've been telling people. But anyways, YouTube, that's kind of just what's going on. And I'll try to keep you guys as updated as much as I can. I'll also try to get... I kind of really booked myself heavy this next month. But then afterwards, it kind of doesn't slow down. But my due dates are a little stretched apart. So hopefully I can get back into making some more videos. But until then, you'll just kind of have to bear with me taking 10 minutes and showing you what's been going on. So anyways, YouTube, I hope everyone out there is having a good first of the year. I'll see you on the next one.